Yeah, we're gonna hunt the Yeti today.
The Yeti.
Yeah, the Abominable Snowman. Ugh. That's terrifying.
So it's like they see LeBron James walking around, and then they see his footprints in his Shaq's footprints. But did you know the Yeti apparently has some like abilities? Like, so now we're getting into like the special cryptids.
I'm not gonna go to the Himalayas to find out. Like, if it is a 15-foot tall, no, it's not I mean. No.
I mean, if
there's no
this
I mean,
audio
that's not
gets
happening.
30 million listens. Welcome to your weekly dose of weird, the haunted, and the hidden. This is Hypothetically Sound with Alek and Randy. Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you are having a great day. As always, I am one of your hosts, Randy, joined by the other host, Alek.
That's me.
And we are back again with our Cryptid Hunter series. And who we talking about today, Alek? Who do you want to hunt?
Yeah, we're gonna hunt the Yeti today.
The Yeti.
Yeah, the Abominable Snowman. Ugh.
The cup.
The what?
The Yeti cup.
No, that's why I added the Abominable Snowman to make sure people don't get confused. Because, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Yeti in real life. Both the creature and the cup.
I'm too poor for that cup.
On Guad.
The Yeti, the abominable. See, now we found another word I can't say. Abominable.
I don't want to do it because I think I'm gonna mess up too, and I don't want to mess up either.
Abominable Snowman.
I don't think that's good.
I don't think it is either. I broke it down how I read it.
Anyways, the snowman, a snowman is what we're gonna call him.
That is more popular, I think, in like children's like Christmas movies than any other thing in the cryptid like universe, other than like maybe elves and like Santa, if you want to count them as cryptid creatures.
He is used a lot in like any snow related. Like
you need a monster,
like Monsters Inc. He's in Monsters Inc.
He is.
You know,
I haven't seen. Isn't it? I don't think is it 2 that he's like a bigger character.
I don't know.
One of them. Is
there a second Monsters Inc? I thought it was just Monsters University.
Oh, I thought there was a second Monsters Inc. I thought there was one where like they go to. Like they get trapped out in the cold. Is that in the first movie where they get trapped in the? I thought it was. I swear to God, I thought that didn't happen in the first one. I thought that was like in a second movie that apparently I just made up in my mind.
No. That happens in the first one. He Randolph like throws him in a random door. And he's like, "You want a snow cone?"
Yeah. See, I honestly thought he was like a main character. Like maybe I just really like that scene, and so in my mind, because I haven't watched it since I was like really young, I thought he was a bigger part of the movie. So I thought he was in Monsters Inc. 2, and like they were just hanging out. It was him and everybody. It must apparently had an impact on me, and I think the Yeti has an impact on a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just snow Bigfoot.
True.
So if you live in the mountains, you probably dealing with the Yeti. But if you live by some forest, it's probably Bigfoot. That's the difference.
True. As always, we want to make sure, in case you have no clue what we're talking about, if you honestly only heard of the Yeti or the Snowman, the Snowman, his new rap name, he is a legendary ape-type creature, just like the Bigfoot creature. Yep. He is known to prowl the mountains of the Himalayas.
Yeah, so it's like Asian Bigfoot.
Yeah. They used to be depicted as massive, shaggy-haired creatures. And I think as time has went on, they're still big, but I think they're closer to like 8 foot than like when they were first written about. They were like 20 foot. They were like these just giant creatures. Now they're more depicted as the size of Bigfoot, just a very tall human.
Could you imagine the lore on that? Like, how do you get people, like, how do you spread this information? Like, oh man, I was just looking at the Himalayas and I saw a 20-foot being, like,
right,
walking around.
I think it had to start with like them like someone is on the temple or whatever, because it's definitely goes back to like different religious groups in
Mhm.
Asia that have seen it and that keep it alive, that kept it alive. And it is probably someone who was sitting at a temple all alone, winter storm, and like the sun came through the cloud and they saw a shadow of something and it moved. And they probably saw it multiple times and they're like, it's a creature, giant. And honestly, it's just probably the snow falling, a big portion of the snow just falling down the mountain.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, that's really smart. That's a really good debunk. Is they just thought they saw something. And it was just snow.
I mean, and that's most of the cryptids, but like I can see a creature living up there, like outside of like we said, temple or people who hike mountains. No one sits at the top of mountains for a living. Like we don't have civilizations at the top of mountains, like we're the airbenders. So who knows what are inside these mountains?
Yeah, I mean that is valid. That is very valid.
Yeah, some of the descriptions of the Yeti, like I said, they originally were 20 foot. They're now 6 to 10 feet, 2 to 400 pounds. So really, it's like LeBron James. Like they see
That's
LeBron James.
terrifying. That's a
He's
huge
covered in
man.
white fur.
Like you're saying, like, oh yeah, LeBron James or Shaq or something is just walking around just all fur.
It's
That's
it,
terrifying.
so it's like they see LeBron James walking around, and then they see his footprints in his Shaq footprints, because apparently they're massive footprints, 13 inches long.
Also, I just want to preface: if you see LeBron James or Shaq in person, please don't call him the Yeti or Bigfoot. It
Yeah,
might not be
probably not the
taken well.
smartest move. Probably not the smartest moves. But did you know the Yeti apparently has some like abilities? Like, so now we're getting into like the special cryptids. Like, apparently they have abilities that have been recorded.
What do you mean ability?
Like, apparently they are stealthy and elusive like Bigfoot. Like people think no, people think Bigfoot's elusiveness is more of a power than like he hides behind a bush and you lose
you
them for
think
a second.
you think they can turn invisible? Like I'm gonna fuck with them today. To see those hikers. Watch
Yeah,
this. And let me make some noise. Go. You see those two trees? I'm gonna walk, turn visible, and as I go to that very skinny small tree, like a cartoon, just disappear as I walk by. Like
yeah, that's what people like. Honestly, some people think the same with Bigfoot is like they have this ability to enact like a camouflage that's better than anything we know, kind of like an alien camouflage, kind of predator camouflage.
could you
And
imagine Predator Yeti? Oh my god.
oh god, it would work because apparently the Yeti has incredible strength. One thing that Bigfoot doesn't have, like
I mean, it's a gorilla. Yeah.
I don't know why they think this is a special ability, but they're fast and agile. So LeBron James.
Okay, I just said it was a gorilla. You probably should have.
Fine. Luka Doncic or Joker. And they have adapted to extreme cold. So they had to have something, some kind of like genetic mutation to allow them to live in sub negative cold.
I'm thinking about that, right? So
Mhm.
at some point, like you believe in Pangea, right? Like who
Yeah,
don't fuck with Pangea, right?
you don't fuck with
Anyways,
Pangea.
when you have like they had to have like a family of Yeti slash Bigfoots, right?
Hmm.
And then Pangea happened, and the ones that drifted off into Asia, the Yeti, had to adapt to the new cold,
Yeah,
while
yeah,
Bigfoot got to chill and
yeah.
didn't have to get superpowers.
It makes sense. Like that is what happened with Africans. The Pangea happened. They went north. They didn't need as much fucking melanin in their skin. That's why they're lighter. So they,
I don't think that happened to Africans, man.
everybody
I
came
think it
from
might have.
Africa.
No, you never mind. It's fine. Yeah. But yeah, like so that's like the only way. That's the only way. If they're like that similar in appearance and size and all that,
Hmm.
it just had to be some adaptations happening
Yeah,
throughout the years to survive the cold.
and like I said, well, they've been talked about for a long time. Originally started with the Sherpa people of Nepal and Tibet. They apparently have talked about it for centuries. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce how they actually pronounce Yeti or what they named the Yeti, but it means man, bear, snow creature.
Man, bear, pig.
Man, bear, pig.
Half man, half bear, half pig. So the Yeti is just half man, half bear, half snow?
Half snow creature, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Like a leopard or something. That's how it gets its angileness. And then it's also seen as it is feared. So like Bigfoot, we all just want to find and see what he's up to. No one wants to find the Yeti because they are the mountain's keeper, essentially.
To be fair, in Tibetan lore, they did have 3 different versions of them.
True.
Like they had a black furred one, which was like 15 feet tall, right? Mm-hmm. They had one that was like 8 foot tall that lived kind of like a little bit lower, I believe. And then they had one that was like only like 3.5 foot tall. So I'm like not really sure which one they were afraid of. Maybe all 3, but
yeah. The one that ate them probably.
The 15-foot tall one, right? Like if you saw a 15-foot tall black furred creature, yeah, that seems way terrifying. But like a reddish brown 3'5" tall one,
just comes running at you and punches you in your leg.
I mean, apparently they was fast as hell, so like maybe that's terrifying. And that leg punch just like gone, you know?
It's like the little baby zombies from Minecraft.
Hilarious, your kneecap.
But you know, the Tibetan people and weren't the only people who have seen them. Apparently, there have been a few notable sightings of the Yeti that keeps its lore growing. All the way up to 2008 is the current one that I found. In 21, a British expedition.
In 21 what?
1921, sorry. 1921. A British expedition, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Bury said he found large footprints in the snow.
Okay.
Which, when he asked the locals about them, they attributed it to the Yeti.
As a dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. On God, they was fucking with them. They was fucking with them.
It was just the footprints of their packed mule.
Yeah, they were just like someone made those steps or like messed. It's snow, it's whatever, right? It probably had some weird print, and they were just like, "Oh, we could fuck with this guy real good. He's not from here." True. And they were like, and they spread lore. There's no way. That's my debunk on that one. Like,
well, 30 years later to debunk you, in 1951, Eric Shipton took photographs of the same giant footprints.
Well, it probably wasn't the same.
I'm sure probably not the same one. So that leads it to be even more that it was real.
Okay, I just pulled that up, bro. It don't even look like a footprint. Like it has 3 toes and one of them's broken. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you try to walk around a mountain all day, you're gonna step on some sharp rocks.
Okay, you're right.
Well, 8 years later, a Russian. So we've got an American, we've got a British man, and now we got a Russian. That, you know, theirs is a little more gruesome. Apparently, the tragic deaths of 9 hikers were apparently caused by a violent Yeti interaction.
Yeah, but like, did they have footage of that?
No.
Okay. No. Did they describe the scene?
No.
Okay.
But they theorized that it happened.
Oh. So it was just them fucking around again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can maybe write that one off. This is the Russians. They drink a lot of vodka. They can be a little crazy. But the Japanese in 2008, some climbers claimed to find more footprints.
So did he swim? Like did he swim? Like I could see the walk.
They were in Nepal. They were still in Nepal.
Okay, so it didn't happen in Japan.
No. These are all hikers that apparently went to Nepal to climb the Himalayan mountains.
Okay, I was just wondering because I was gonna say, like, the walk to Russia probably super long, but like possible, I guess. But It swam. I thought you were saying it was in Japan. I was like, it swam to Japan. Okay, makes sense. Okay, it was a couple tourists in 2008.
So I have a question. Like that's all the sightings. 2008 was the last one. Yeah, go ahead.
In 2011, a
Oh,
conference in Russia, participating scientists and enthusiasts declared having 95% evidence of the Yeti's existence.
95. That's a high percentage. Like,
however, this claim was disputed later by an American word that I can't pronounce and another word I can't pronounce, Jeffrey Meldrum, who was present during that expedition, claimed the evidence found was simply an attempt by local officials to drum up publicity. See, I am telling you, they're just messing around, bro.
I do like, after going through everything, talking about it out loud, it does seem like a huge, like, there's definitely like ones that we've covered where it's like, yeah, this is just clearly a ploy to get people to travel here.
Mm-hmm.
And while this one feels like that, you ain't trying to get people to come to the Himalayan mountains. Like, no one takes the vacation to the Himalayan mountains. So what is their purpose? What is their goal of like pushing this narrative?
Yeah, I have no idea.
And that leaves me, like, are there just a bunch of like primates that we don't know about? Like, I don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of this world that we have not discovered. Like, we think that we've discovered so much in this world. There's still so much left to discover. But like, in a place like America, for example, to have the Bigfoot be such a popular thing, even the Yeti out in the Himalaya, like, are we just guessing there's just primates that we've never saw just walking around avoiding humans?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean,
Like, so obviously there would be some primates out in some other locations if that was the case. Other Bigfoots, other Yetis.
yeah, I feel like they'd be curious.
Yes, 100%.
Like,
We've
even
seen
if
enough
they weren't,
primates.
yeah, even if they weren't like, if their intelligence was up, their intelligence was up enough to be like, humans are dangerous. There's gotta be like, there's so many Disney movies and kids movies of this shit where like one of them gets a little too curious,
Yeah.
and there's no way. There's no way.
Is that like the whole premise of the movie? Isn't there a movie called Abominable Snowman? And isn't that the whole premise? Is he got too curious?
I'll be real with you. I don't know, because I don't just be like, you didn't pronounce it again.
I know. I can't pronounce certain words. Abominable.
I just give it up.
You know, we're just gonna have to have an episode where I just try pronouncing words.
Yeah, probably be our most viewed one.
So, Alec, I guess we end the episode with the only question that matters.
Do I believe in Yetis?
Yes.
Maybe, like, there's a good possibility there's something like that living up in the mountains, though, on some real shit. Very good possibility. I don't think it's like a Bigfoot. I don't know why. I just don't think it's a Bigfoot.
Yeah, I definitely think there could be some ape type creature, some like bear or something like that lives in the mountains. Would make sense. They spend a lot of time in the caves. They come out to try to grab food. But that's about it. I don't think it's a smart or mythical creature or anything like that. It would be cool for the Yeti to be real. But yeah, I think it's not real. I mean, it's as real as any of the other cryptids we've discussed so far.
Yeah, I mean, that's also very fair. They're all cryptid for a reason.
Yeah.
This is just the first one that like I know we talked about Bigfoot, but there's like pictures, like actual pictures and stuff. And like the area that the Yeti takes place in is really difficult probably to get this proof. And like all we got was a footprint picture that like it can be done. It's not that hard, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's more out there that we just did not look hard enough for.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. This one just
fair.
seems maybe it's a different creature out there. I just don't think it's like a Bigfoot. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
I'm not gonna go to the Himalayas to find out because, like, if it
I
is a
mean-
15-foot tall, no, it's not. I mean, no.
I mean, if
there's no.
this
I mean,
audio
that's not
gets
happening.
30 million listens,
No,
we go to the Himalayas.
we do not. I don't got the money for that. And when we hit 30 million, I won't want to spend the money for that. You know?
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, I said
100
no.
million listens.
Whatever, man. Yeah, sure. 100 million, I'll do it.
But we thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
And before we go,
well,
the people want what they want, and they want what they deserve, and what they deserve is a shout out.
it's a shout out, bro. Shout out to people who can say the word they want to say. First time, easy, no problem. Randy, what was this episode about? The Yeti? What was the other name of the Yeti?
The Abominable Snowman.
I mean, it was better, but I think it was still wrong. I feel like you added a D in there.
Abominable Snowman.
You know what? I'm scared that I also mispronounced it the first time I said it now. That's why I haven't said it since. Because now I'm like, oh shit, did I mess it up too?
And only I will know until this episode's released.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways.
Thank you guys again for listening.
Thank you.
As always, you know where to find us. Hypothetically Sound on all things. Alek.com for art and stickers. And until next time, have a great day.
Yes, agreed. Have a good one. Deuces. Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypotheticallysound.